welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
Now, of course, we always talk about it. It's the fall season, so there's usually those Oscar baity films. Sometimes they're blatant. Sometimes they're not obvious. Sometimes they're blatantly obvious. This falls in the latter.
We'll see because we haven't watched anything yet. But I want to wait till I see it.
Of course, I'll explain when we get into it. But we're taking a look at the official trailer for Licorice Pizza. First off, interesting title. Secondly, interesting topping. Thirdly, this comes from Paul Thomas Anderson, of course, behind Punch Drunk Love, Boogie Nights, like some big films that have gotten a lot of critical acclaim to them. Amazing cast attached. You got the likes of Bradley Cooper, Sean Penn, Maya Rudolph, John C. Reilly, Tom Watts. Just an amazing cast overall. And it's a fairly simple story. Just two young people in love, just growing up in 1973 San Bernardino Valley.
It's just seeing young. It's just a young love story set in the early 70s. That's what it is, and that's what that's all this around. So we'll just have to see how it goes, because sometimes unique ones, or depending on how the story goes, it could really sell or it could really not sell, pretty much. So let's just dive into this and take a look at the official trailer for Licorice Pizza. So here we go.
It's a god-awful small affair to the girl with the mousy hair.
I'll have to call him Mary one day.
But her mommy is yelling no, and her daddy has told her to go.
Listen, young lady.
But her friend is nowhere to be seen.
How'd you become such a hotshot
She
actor?
walks through her
I'm showing. That's what I meant to do.
to the seats with the clearest view. Then she's hooked to the silver screen.
Do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know who my girlfriend is?
Barbra Streisand?
Barbra Streisand.
Sand.
Sand, yeah, like
Yeah,
sand.
it's John Peters in
Like
this.
Barbra Streisand?
No, but Streisand.
Sand.
To be fair, I don't blame him.
This is fate that brought us here.
But she's lived it 10 times or more.
Our roads took us here.
She could spit in the eyes of fools.
You're not my director. Do you really want to see my boobs? Can I touch them?
That is such an interesting.
I think it's weird hanging out with Gary and his friends all the time. I think it's weird that I hang out with Gary and his 15-year-old friends all the time. I'm not gonna forget you. Just like you're not gonna forget me.
Roll sound. Roll camera A. Roll camera B. Parking. Action. One in that thing.
Fun?
Yeah, this is an Oscar film. But
I love that. Yeah, this is an Oscar.
I mean, don't be wrong. In the middle of it, she shows him her tits, but like,
Can I touch them?
wham!
And then walks out the door. It looks very interesting.
So
It's
yeah,
like-
so
he's pretty much like a young up and coming actor, who has potential. And he meets this other girl who's also looks like an up and coming actress. So it seems like it.
Yeah.
So it's like, but then like say it's just a fall for her, and he's got his young friends around him, always doing goofy stuff, doing crazy goofy stuff,
Yeah.
and then all the the craziness, in the acting life, the people he meets, stuff like that.
Yeah, this definitely, if you've ever seen Paul Thomas Anderson's other work, like Boogie Nights, Punch Drunk Love, what was the other? I had three in my head, but I blanked on the second one. Or even There Will Be Blood. Yeah, he's one of those very unique kind of directors. Like the ones I like checking out because you're like, ooh, what are we gonna do? Like Wes Anderson, it's like, ooh, what are they gonna do next?
Yeah,
Like
what's
Paul Thomas, ironically Anderson as well. Paul Thomas Anderson has that same vibe, and if you look at his previous work, each one has a unique tone to it. Like Punch Drunk Glove's about like Adam Sandler just weirdly trying to look for love, or Boogie Nights about
becoming porn star and stuff like that. That's what it is.
Yeah, here it's another kind of base in true stories, but not really. Because John Peters, I was wondering like, why does the name John Peters?
This is just one of those stories, or it's just like it's like a story surrounding other other people pretty much in the industry, in the Hollywood industry at the time, and it's like, but we're following these two characters.
Oh yeah, he's produced a shit ton of stuff over the years.
I know.
So like, I love it. Barbra Streisand. No, Barbra Streisand.
It's Sands.
But it looks like Sean Penn's having a great time in this film as well. Mm-hmm. Like, it looks good. I know I say Oscar bait, but Oscar bait is always a positive thing. It's like a movie that's trying, like really trying to tell you, give me all the attention I need to give me a award. Yeah. And this is definitely doing it. And I wouldn't be surprised if some people get nominated for this one, because he's a very good director, and this looks like a very good film.
Yeah, it does.
It's like you don't get good enough stories anymore about like the love that makes it in the long run. You always don't get those. It's always they wound up in the end, but the in between's like, here it does feel like an actual emotional roller coaster just based on what we're seeing here.
You don't know what she wants, and he's bouncing back and forth as well. So it's like, that's what I said. It's like each love story or unique love story is different in a way. It depends on how they deliver it, how they sell it, especially with the environment that they're in and what they're doing. How does that get involved? And here it's like he gets involved a lot, especially with the his acting and the world he's starting to dive into and stuff like that. So it's gonna be a very interesting ride.
Oh hell yeah! So, other than that, if you're new to the channel, you can hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about films like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about that time of year in Oscar season, hit the subscribe button down below. Hit that bell icon.
Let us know what you guys thought about this trailer overall. This is something that you definitely want to watch. It looks very interesting. You like the little premise behind it, or what's going on with it. Young love and just trying to figure out where they want to go with it, or even just the world that they're in, in like Hollywood, or at least at the acting environment, stuff like that. Let us know. If you like Paul Thomas Anderson's work, do you have any favorites that's really stand out for you for some of his work? What do you think of this? Does it look like it's going to be another one of those, not greats, but at least one of his another one to add to his list for, good films to watch from him? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall, but most importantly, we thank you for watching.
So until next time, folks, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very not so licorice pizza filled episode of SRB.
See ya
later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
as well as one of our other SRB shows,
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
you can find us on Twitter and Stardust
at Super React Bros,
as well as on Facebook
at Super Reaction Bros.